What is up with it, YouTube? It's your boy Slifer back at it again, commentating over the final match to conclude our round 1 of the Slifer Return Tour series. Very epic stuff. We got our moderator, longtime fan, KingMeColin, versus longtime thumbnail god and genius, Colin. So let's just hop right into it. We got Trick Room versus Rain. Gen 7 OU is where they started. Let's just hop right into it. Music off. Yep. Oh, God, never music on. See lead Tornadus versus lead Pelipper. Honestly, a great lead from the Tornadus. We see a U-turn. We don't see a knockoff or a hurricane or anything, but that's fine. Go out into Crest. We see Caesar come out. There's nothing that immediately threatens Cresselia, so this is a great pick. We do see it get knocked off. Loses its leftovers, but that's fine. We get up the Trick Room. Go hard into the Mawile. Can assume it's going to be Mega on a team like this. We get the Intimidate off on the substitute Caesar. Very interesting pick from Colin. Firefang, even with the rain up, obviously 4 times. Super effective, very strong Pokemon. We see an SD and a Bullet Punch, which is probably going to 2-hit KO with damage rolls. We see a Play Rough predicting a switch. We do not see a switch. And yep, there's the 2-hit KO with the Bullet Punch. Get a Caesar at 52. Rain still up +1. So Greninja probably picks up a KO here if it hits. Nope, goes for Dark Pulse here. That's fine. It's a good mid-ground, honestly. Don't have to worry about any garbage. We go Bulu on the Tapu Koko. That's a fine play. We see Rain disappear. We got Grassy Train up. No Trick Room. Tapu Bulu just Horn Leeches the Pelipper. Does beautiful damage. Obviously, you want to keep this Pelipper as low and as pressured as possible so you can kill it. Get rid of the Rain. And, you know, the Rain team obviously has a lot less threatening of a presence. We Superpower into the Caesar. Doesn't quite do it. 35%. We get knocked off of our leftovers. Bulu's going to be regenerating a little less, and because of the -1 attack, it's definitely not going to 2-hit KO, even with a crit. Well, with a crit, but whatever. We go out into Crest. We Moonlight in the Rain, so it only does 25. Because remember, Moonlight does less in Sand and in Rain, and does extra in Sun for some reason. So Tapu Koko comes out. We're probably going to see another Trick Room go up. Yep. Makes sense. Cameron keeping up that pressure. We Ice Beam into the Tapu Koko, just kind of chipping away at it. We see a U-turn come out. That's fine. Caesar comes out. We see another knockoff. Only does 24. We see the Trick Room go back to normal. Very cool as we go out into Greninja. We do get our specs knocked off, but that's fine. Being able to switch up moves is probably going to be pretty useful. So we do Hydro Pump into the Ludicolo, and that does 12. It is... Ooh, that is not a whole lot of damage. Very fortunate dodge for the Tornadus from the Ludicolo in Rain with that thing being offensive. That definitely would have done a ton even on a defensive Tornadus. So we see Hurricane go up, which is great. That is incredible chip, very important long term. You see the all-out pummeling. We can assume Z Focus Blast, knocking out the Caesar. All right, it's 5-5. This is a good position for both players, honestly. Again, we see Bulu come out in the Koko. I assume we see a U-turn. No, Roost. This Koko is going to stick around a little bit longer. And with leftovers all the way back up to full. Now we see the U-turn as we go out into Ludicolo. It takes the superpower like shit. 54%'s a lot. Now the question is how do we switch in here? Oh my god, Bulu is so bulky. Barely not picking up the KO with the superpower though. Very unfortunate. That's bdf Bulu doing some work. We're able to wait out a turn of Rain. We got the Grassy Terrain. We're definitely living this Ice Beam bar crit. We don't get frozen, so there we go. We're able to knock out the Ludicolo. That's another big threat gone. Let's go. We have Tapu Koko at full. We haven't seen Mega Perk come out yet. Alright, Greninja down to 14% and doesn't have its choice specs. We are going to see an Unburdened Sceptile. Very cool. And it's physical. Off with the Thunder Punch. Destroys the Greninja. Ooh, we see a Swords Dance. Alright, but Trick Room obviously going to be very, very important. We see an Acrobatics. 63. Oh my god. Flare Blitz able to neutralize that Sceptile. It's Rock Head, so we're not going to see any recoil. Trick Room still out. We're going to get a big hit off. Yep, 60% with Shadow Bone onto the Swampert. This gets knocked out, but that's fine because we're in a great position for Tapu Bulu here to get some serious beeling done. Tapu Koko comes out and loses its terrain, so we aren't going to get quite as much. But still 18% back and being able to do a decent chip to the Koko. We see a crit. Unfortunate. Definitely mattered, but it is what it is. That's just part of the game. We see the Discharge almost kill the Cresselia, but we are able to heal back up with Moonlight. Alright, so we don't see a fish for the for the Krig. Good play going into this here, because now we're only healing 25% because of the rain. We don't have leftovers. Ice Beam not picking up the KO on the Pelipper as it's able to roost. Oh, things are looking tough for our boy itscameronrocks. I will not lie. Moonlight again only doing 25%, and we're definitely running low on them. I think we've seen about 4 of them now. Yep. Only 4 remaining. So Ice Beam, we definitely need to freeze this Pelipper, and we are just not freezing it. Mega Perk comes out. 3 more turns of rains. We die to a waterfall. Crit. Don't know how much that mattered in the grand scheme of things. And we see an Ice Punch on the Tornadus. We're able to knock this out here, but obviously we are going to get revenged by Tapu Koko, because it is like almost guaranteed to be faster. And that is game 1 going to KingMeColin. Very close, very close. We see that the next game that we are going to play here is Gen 8. It was CameronRocks counter pick. And ooh, very threatening team with the Zydog. Very interesting. And Regieleki, the bastard faster than DOS. Let's get right into it. We see game 1. We see the lead Heatran. We see the lead Tran. All right. Intimidate comes off. You know, obviously we're going to switch here. We don't want to get blown up by a Landorus Earthquake. Colin just going for rocks, and then you turning out. That's good. We do see a Rocky Helmet revealed on the Corviknight. Regieleki comes out. Big threat, honestly. Well, not the biggest, because we do have Tapu Bulu. We see a double out into Clefable. All right. On the Zydog. Very smart. Very smart. Heatran comes out as the Clefable teleports. Oh, and then the Landorus is back in. So all we did here was interesting choice. Cameron elects to go for the Slowbro here. He gets Toxic, taking a much more offensive play. Didn't want to rinse and repeat this situation where we get the little bit of Rocky Helmet chip on the Landorus to defog the rocks. Excuse me. More Rocky Helmet chip really punishing this Landorus. It's almost gone, and we're able to get the Zygarde in on the Regieleki on the same turn. So we're able to go for an attack here. 67%. That is fucking bonkers. Zydog putting in the work. There goes the Clef. That's huge for Cameron. Slowbro comes out. Oh no, we see a Surging Strikes into the Rocky Helmet. This is going to be some big chip. Oh man, and Regenerator Slowbro is just going to be able to teleport here, get Switch Initiative, and heal all of this off. Slowking Galar comes out as we go into Corviknight. Cameron probably electing to get rid of these rocks here. Yep, should go for a defog. Even if we see a Future Sight come off, that's good. Future Sight, very popular in Gen 8. It's definitely very helpful for chipping away at some of these thicker mons. Heatran on the Fire type move, very good play. If we see a move connect, alright, no, we elect to go for rocks here. Obviously not going to take a ton from the Future Sight. But man, Cameron getting his own rocks up here. I mean, this is being played. Colin's definitely on the back foot. Again, that U-turn on the Rocky Helmet. And with these rocks up and with that burn up, Landorus is gone next turn if we don't see these rocks disappear. Electing to switch into Tapu Bulu this time, keeping the switch-ins on the Regieleki varying. Making sure Colin doesn't know exactly what's going to happen. Tapu Bulu probably going to do a bunch of this Archeops. Yep, 100%. That's insane. Tapu Bulu knocks that shit out. Slowking Galar comes out. We're going to see Heatran come out again. Future Sight, you know, obviously we're not fearing Earth Power too much. With Terrain up, we're not feeling the Psychic move, the Poison move, or the Fire move. We get those rocks right back up. They're probably going to be here to stay, honestly. See a U-turn. Oh, man, chipping away this poor Urshifu. With more Rocky Helmet. Future Sight comes out on Corviknight, again making sure that someone who resists Future Sight is out when it happens. Probably see a Rapid Spin here, but yep, getting rid of those rocks is, you know, a risky play because now someone has to die to Zygarde. Obviously, sacking Landorus here, good play, but when you're down so significantly, it definitely helps to be up in sacks, and we're probably going to see Urshifu go down here from the Rocky Helmet chip. Yo, we are. Holy smokus. That is no jokes, dude. Goodbye, Urshifu. Completely worn down from Rocky Helmet, and we're calling it. That's a 6-0. Colin then brings up the final tier, the obvious counter pick here. Oh, let me switch sides so we can continue watching it from Cameron's perspective. And we're going to see a very cool Sand team here, very big boss monsters for Gen 6 OU, versus a Mega Pinsir team, which is a very interesting pick from itscameronrocks, but hey, let's see how it plays out. I actually don't know who wins this. I haven't watched any of these replays. I'm going into this shit blind. Smash like on this video if you think these have been some epic battles. U-turn on the Tangrowth, we can see that it's SPDF by taking 35. That's crazy. Knock off the Clefable, that's always good. We see a Life Orb. Very interesting choice. Fire Blast, that definitely makes sense on a Life Orb Clefable being more offensive, taking advantage of that Magic Guard Life Orb. We see a U-turn on the Landorus. It's not Rocky Helmet. Tangrowth comes back out, and let's see who gets knocked off this time, or if we see Clef come back out. A Leaf Storm doing some big chip to Clef. It's down to 50%. We're going to see Tyranitar come out here, obviously not fearing the Fire-type move, and we're probably going to see some healing anyways. We go out into Zapdos on the Moonblast, take 46%. We're able to Volt Switch out, get a crit. That's very fortunate for us. We go back out into T-Tar as we see a Calm Mind come up. Now, depending on this T-Tar set, if we hit a Banded Stone Edge, that'd be very big for us. Yeah, offensive Clefable doing 92% at +1. Very unfortunate. Not electing to risk another miss. We go out into Jirachi. I respect it, trying to preserve the Tyranitar. There's nothing to Pursuit Trap, but just having another Pokemon is always advantageous. Get some chip on the Landorus. Go out into Zapdos. We get knocked off. Rocky Helmet chip. Very nice, very nice. Landorus probably doesn't have a move to knock us out. Yep. So we're going to roost on the T-Tar here. Rocky Helmet, I mean, this is definitely going to be a physical Zapdos. We should be able to Volt Switch out without fearing the Pursuit too much. 39%, so this is definitely a Choice Band Tyranitar. So we go out into Pinsir here. Very smart play, knowing that we don't really have anything to fear. We see a Swords Dance, yup. Offensive Clefable definitely going to get sent packing by this return. Goodbye. Now we're definitely going to see this thing have to switch out here. Ooh, but the crazy miss on the Rock Slide staying into the close combat. That's fucking crazy, dude. Not even electing to go out into Tangrowth or anything. Just straight murking it. Now we're going to see a switch into Tangrowth after we get that kill. This is very good for us. No one wants to really take this Leaf Storm or a Sludge Bomb if we have it. Serp takes 24, but then it's also going to take that Sand Chip. Are we going to see leftovers on it? Nope. As we see screens, we're able to knock off that Light Clay. That's obviously very good for Cameron. Quite the lead here. Still up 6-4 with a very damaged Tyranitar, but it's still a nice sack. Especially versus an offensive team like this with no Beast Boost, having a sack's pretty vital. We're going to see another Pursuit Trap. No, as we see a Defog, we get rid of those screens as rocks go up. Interesting play. Volt Switch out. No, it's not Choice Band then, as we see rocks and then switch up moves into Stone Edge. Very interesting. Iron Head into the Garchomp. That's incredible chip. It's Rough Skin, of course, because Sand is banned. But not Rocky Helmet, as we see the Mega Garchomp reveal. So now we're definitely going to be slower. Mega Garchomp nope, as I spoke too soon. Mega Garchomp only maxing out at 311 speed, but the Zapdos clearly being tanky enough to not have speed investment. So we see a flinch from the Fire Fang. That is unfortunate. And then Outrage going to be able to knock it out. So we should be able to go out into a Steel type here and eat this up and knock the Garchomp out, assuming we have a move strong enough to do that. 34% on a resist. That's crazy. So we Healing Wish out into T-Tar. Alright, we've kept it preserved. Saving it for later, we go out into Pinsir on the Earthquake. Crazy offensive play. Holy moly. Landorus comes out. We do get intimidated. Alright, Swords Dance probably would have won the game right then and there. We're able to knock that out with a return. We're at -1. We go for the return and barely don't pick up the KO. We are -1. Fire Fang connects and knocks that out. Ooh, all of a sudden it's looking very tricky for Cameron. Mega Garchomp might have just sealed the deal. Superpower knocking us down. Serp coming out. Yep. Ooh, 28%. That's not enough. See a Reflect come out. Bisharp comes out here. As we're going to see a Leech Seed. Oh man, Superior really working a lot of overtime in this endgame. We don't see a Sucker Punch, and that's probably going to wrap it up here. Provided Serp doesn't miss, this should be a KO. Yeah, as Superpower only does 20%. And there goes the Tyranitar, and Colin wins it in Game 3. The only Game 3 we saw in our round 1 of our tournament series. Everyone else was 2-0. Man, what an exciting battle. Make sure to smash like on this video and leave a comment about, I don't know, fucking something. and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.